So hey everyone, in our today's session, guys, we'll talk about the Hantavirus. Okay, so this is too much in our news, and our newspaper and our social media handles are flooded by this news because the outbreak of this particular virus is going on too much, and the some number of the cases are there which are also with respect of the death. If I just talk about this particular virus, everyone, so nobody would be unaware about the COVID-19 pandemic. That's first wave and the second wave back to back, and that virus have been definitely proven in front of us that how many casualties have been there. Okay, so recently it is just not like the COVID-19, like the coronavirus, but somewhere the people's mind are just really getting triggered. Okay, so let's take a quick overview about the slides of the day. Okay, so particularly if I just talk about, so this virus is spread by the rodents. You can see over here the picture. Okay, so and again it is the major health concern topic, so that's why I thought that I should also mention about the WHO. Okay, the WHO, so that is why I mention over here. Done. So, and here the slide of the day with respect of our Hantavirus outbreak, and it's related to cruise ships. Okay, here the quote you can see over the screen, and the constitutional angles like the division of the list. Okay, in particular 3 numbers. So here the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which are 17 in our numbers. Done. And again fundamental rights with respect of our Indian Constitution. So more or less everyone, this session gonna to be very interesting. Why I'm assuming this session is too interesting, cause this would definitely will trigger to your mind with respect of the 360-degree coverage of this particular outbreak of the Hantavirus, like someone are calling like the Hantavirus too. So no matter about it, but let's see. So what does happen and what does it mean for here? So and over the screen here you can see the map of our country, India. Okay, so Hantavirus updates. 17 Americans who were aboard the MV Honduras have been repatriated to the US, and after the cruise related Hantavirus outbreak, what happens? The cruise named the MV Honduras. Okay, it is associated with the Spain. Spain is the European country. Spain's capital is the Madrid. No doubt should be the everyone. Okay, your facts should be clear over here. One US passenger has tested positive and for the Andes and the Hantavirus. Okay, Andes Hantavirus. So one US passenger who's been tested positive, and while another has mild symptoms, and the both were transported to the Nebraska for the further evaluation, and the health officials continue to emphasize that the overall risk to the US the public remains extremely low, but the exposed passengers are being monitored for the 42 days. Then, and because symptoms can take weeks to appear, means if someone is affected by the Hantavirus, so not only just 1 or 2 days would we see the cases and the casualties like of the end, but it could take the 1 or 2 week too. So don't try to take it lightly, everyone, because this is gonna to be global concerns issue right now. Done. So this remains a rare outbreak, but the illness can be serious, and the latest update shows why careful monitoring and the clear public health communication is still matter. Here from the sources, and that is why the WHO is very important to know about WHO. Its establishment on 7th of April. WHO's headquarters in the Geneva is the location in Switzerland. Okay, So, a rare hantavirus outbreak linked to the expedition's cruise ship MV Hondias. Everyone, I will definitely try to highlight it some specific points, okay, like the which cruise and what would be the name of the that particular ships. Its name is the MV Hondias, and from where the outbreak happened, okay, and has triggered the international health monitoring. And everyone, you can also go through the WHO, and its reports are very important, okay. So WHO is very important with respect of World Health Organization, and whenever any kind of these concern happens, everyone, WHO would not consider the matter, it would be very wrong then, definitely, okay. So hantavirus outbreak on cruise ship. First of all, it was from the cruise ship. Highlight the outbreak on cruise ships. A serious hantavirus outbreak was reported in May 2026 and abroad T. So everyone, first of all, the thing to know about when it reported. So it reported in May 2026, means recently in this month. Name the MV Hondias, cruise name. It's from the abroad. It's from abroad and abroad. Any kind of pronunciation you can pronounce, like, okay. So the outbreak affected the passengers and the crew during an expedition voyage. General सी बात है, it was the ship, so definitely voyage would be possible. The infection statistics, total people on board 147 confirmed infections. 147 confirmed infections. 7 deaths. Then 7 deaths reported. 3 are in critical condition. 3 are in very critical condition. ठीक है. 1 patient mild cases and 3 patients dangerous. And these virus identified the outbreak involved the and these strains of the hantavirus. It's about the hantavirus strains and these strains about which are very dangerous. This strain is extremely rare and dangerous because it can spread through the limited human to human transmission. Human to human. First of all, it's from the rodent. It is spreading from the rodents, means rats and kind of, and these kind of animals, like the fish is kind of kind of. But the issue is about. So it would consider like the zoonotic disease. It would consider like the zoonotic disease. In our science and tech perspective, so zoonotic means one illness and the disease is spread from the animal to human, humans. In that condition, that is why it calls like the zoonotic. But now the issue is that it is just not only just spreading from animal to human, but it is spreading human to human transmission has been recorded. So that is why it is matter of the concern, right? And the infections experts believe the virus likely originated from the infected rodents in Argentina. So location Argentina means the South America continent, ठीक है, in which the Argentina is located. Everyone, do you really know about the our lithium triangle? Let me know in the comment section, because this is the topic which are with respect of our minerals prevalency. That is why this is prevalent in our news nowadays, okay. So human to human spread most hantavirus do not spread between the people. However, the Andes virus can spread through close personal contact too, making this outbreak highly concerning. This is the reason why it is highly concerning. Severe respiratory disease, the virus causes hantavirus cardiopulmonary syndrome. That is why it is called HCPS in short. HCPS can rapidly damage the lungs. Firstly, it will affect lungs and breathing system too. The major symptoms: fever, muscle pains, fatigue, dry cough, chest tightness, and the severe breathing difficulties there. The high fatality rate, severe hantavirus infections can have a fatality rate of up to 50%. Fatality rate 50%, everyone. That is why it is a matter of concern, okay. So Patients often require emergency intensive care treatment, that is why it would be covered up. Long incubation period, symptoms may appear 1 to 8 weeks after the exposure. This makes the international contact tracing more difficult. Environmental concern, scientists link such outbreaks to ecological imbalance, deforestation, climate change and the habitat change. The disruptions increased human interaction with the rodents raises infections risk. So the medical response, there is currently no specific cure for this, no specific medicine for this, no approved vaccine treatment for this. Mainly include oxygen therapy, intensive care support, ventilators, assistance only with respect of this hantavirus spreading regarding. Done. And global health monitoring, the WHO, which is stand for the WHO World Health Organization, it is very closely monitoring the situation, and the international health agencies are conducting contact tracing due to the unusual transmission pattern. Important note: hantavirus outbreaks remain globally. Now it's a globally outbreak. Most severe cases are reported from the Americas. So most severe cases from where? It is from the Americas, especially South America. Done? Okay. So in between the session, guys, I mentioned this slide of some positive lines and quotes, cause you will definitely not be bored in between the session. Then our constitutional angle. If I just talk about our constitutional angle, so under 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, there is there lying the three list. One union, then second concurrent and state list. Union list has the power: defense, banking, currency, foreign affairs management, the communication. Concurrent has the both governments power, like the education, forest, trade, marriage, adoption, succession. But the why I mention this, it is the first question, but if I just give answer of your question, so state government, state list conclude health. That is why outbreak of hantavirus, writing in short hantavirus, is important. क्यों? Why state government has authority to deal the health matter. Okay, let's talk about something about the 17 sustainable development goals. These are 17 in number. United Nations goal, these came into being in the year of 2015 and target to complete it out till 2030, means total 15 years of time span. Then now look at over the screen why health is important and which goals part is the health is important. So good health and well-being comes under goal number 3rd of 17 sustainable development goals. That is why it is important over here. Okay, now fundamental right. So these are some basic perspective, okay, about fundamental rights. As I always mention about these fundamental rights in my each and every lecture series, wherever I used to talk about the health concern, right concern. Okay, definitely. Okay, so recently we have been seen like the passive euthanasia allowed to the Harish Rana. Okay, that is why in this in that particular case, these are very important. So currently there are 6 fundamental right, part 3rd of Indian Constitution. So it ranges article 12 to 35. Then again our health is important. So health comes under article 21, right to life with dignity. That is why fundamental right with respect of constitutional angle again are very important. Then okay, apart from these fundamental rights, there are some specific fundamental rights which are only available to the Indian citizens. Now the only available Indian citizens fundamental rights are 15, 16, 19, 29 and 30. Means only these article would be allowed only to prior citizen of Indian citizen, only netizen of India. Apart from Indian citizen, nobody from the foreigner would be allowed to with respect of these fundamental rights. Okay, Now again you can see our map of our country. Here currently 28 states, and 8 union territories are there with respect of our India's map. Okay, so here from north to south you can see it is the west direction, it is the east direction. Again let me show you properly. Yeah, you can see the map of our country. Everyone recently the Thalapathy Vijayan from Tamil Nadu next year. Earlier his life was based on the acting, because he was earlier as an actor, but currently he is the CM of Tamil Nadu. ठीक है, and with respect of Congress coalition then, so that is why also Tamil Nadu is running in our news. So in between Tamil Nadu and Sri Lanka the Palk state lie. It is also the question of UPSC. Okay, so in our today's session we have talked about India's map, its total states, union territories, health about the fundamental right, then फिर 17 sustainable development goals, then our again 7th schedule. Okay, ठीक है, and again interesting quote over the screen, and again the some given facts and figure about the outbreak of Andes Hantavirus. So casualties, how many percentage? 50% casualties. So what is the name of that particular ship? You guys will let me know in the comment section. If there are another article and interesting topics in your views, so let me know in the comment section, and I'll be covering all those topics which would be considered by you. Thank you so much. Stay tuned.